Good evening. Module 1 is my intro video, Technology Innovation. Super excited to be here and be a part of this class. A little bit about me, my family over there on the right. Laura Lee is my wife. We've been married for 5 years. Have a beautiful daughter. Her name is Ramsey in the middle. She's 4, as she tells people. She's really 3, but she'll be 4 in June. And then my dad owns a restaurant in Wamego, Kansas that we're at right there. And that we live at also. My teaching team is down below. I teach 3rd and 4th grade, and this is my team. This was a picture taken at Halloween. Wonder if you can guess who we are. And I also have a Rock Creek wrestling team that I coach, and I've also coached for 10 years. Other things that I've done, I am involved in Fuse, which is a camp for adults with muscular dystrophy, and I like to get out on the golf course whenever I can. Technology and the classroom. This is a big one for me specifically. I am all about technology and getting it into the hands of the kids. The impact is huge that they are college and career ready, whether they are 3rd and 4th graders or whether they are seniors in high school ready to get out in the field. The implications that we use, the influences that we have, it's always running through students' fingers, whether we have iPads, whether we have smartphones, whether we have any of this stuff, and I would rather be the one influencing these kids and sending them home with information and websites to go to that are school related. It should drive our classroom instruction. We should not be using it as a teaching tool, but it should be supplemental. It drives our student data that we have here at St. George. If used effectively, it should bring up our student achievement, and we as educators need to continue to find the new technology to get into these kids' hands. I have done some research based on other classes I've taken at Fort Hays State, specifically to student achievement, and research is specific in saying that we need to get this technology in the kids' hands. It also is important because our state assessments are done on and through technology. The last bit I'd say about that is we cannot teach with technology. There are several websites out there, including something like Zern, if you're teaching Engage New York, that will run the show for you, and that cannot be what we do, but it is a good supplemental. Technology in my classroom, along with those other websites, Zern, Freckle Math, specifically thinking about math. I have a reading state assessment that I'm using right now, where they read a passage, answer questions very similar to their state assessments on their level. Super excited about that. I have headphones up at the front of my room. I have a Promethean board connected to a projector that has little egglets that they can use to vote and do different things. I have iPads where we use Kahoot and some different websites. Also, by getting to those, we'll use QR codes to scan. We really have a great program built in to help us transition from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. Laptops around the school, we're about 1 laptop to 4 students, so we don't utilize those as much, except for state assessments and some different reading passages that we do on those. iPads are 1 to 2. We're not yet to 1 to 1. I have written a grant for SpiroBots, which I have right here. It's a neat little robot. Plug in a code on a laptop, goes straight to this, and you can drive it, or you can put it on the iPad and run it around there also. And then I've talked about some of the different websites that I have out there that I've gathered throughout the year. One of my favorites being Freckle Math. My future plan, what's next for me? I'd like to continue to grow my SpiroBot technology and either adding more SpiroBots. I currently have 6. I'd also like to write a coding program for after school to getting kids in here and coding specific, being specific, and also giving them the ability to kind of create their own. I think that's very important. The iPad situation, getting 1-to-1 in our district. I know our district would like to get there, but I'd also like to have the leasing of the iPads, which we don't currently have. We have the where we purchase iPads and then they go out of date, and what do we do with it then? So I tried to put a bug in, but apparently that's not financially responsible. It's better for us to buy the iPads, but I have a whole argument about what happens when they go out of date. And then if not iPads one-to-one, I would like to get laptops one-to-one or laptops in each classroom. I think all those things would be great. I think the last bit I would like to say is go back to that balance part of what I was talking about is we have to have a great balance. We can't have socially inadequate students, but at the same time we do have to prepare them for the future by getting technology in their hands. So I am very excited to learn with all of you and to grow as a learner, and that's also in the future plans also is just to continue to go to these programs such as MACE that runs through K-State that I've been to several years, which is the Mid-America Computer Association, and you just get to learn about different things, different websites, different activities that have to do with technology and getting it into their hands. So I look forward to spending more time with you guys and can't wait to see what this class holds. Thank you.